Hey everybody! Today on Dear Claire, we're going to talk about appraisals, and that can be scary, but grab your cup of tea and cozy on up, and we're going to chat about it. So what do they look for in an appraisal? It depends on what kind of loan you're getting. So we're going to dive pretty deep into this and kind of just give you a general overview. But if you're going through this process right now, we have specific videos for both buyers and sellers. So go check those out because there's even more information there. All right, so what do they look for in an appraisal? It depends on who's doing the appraisal. So each bank is going to have its own company that it works with, and a lot of this goes back to 2008. It used to be back in the long time ago days, pre-2008 recession. If I was the bank, I had my appraiser, and that was the only person that I talked to. That was the only person I sent work to. After 2008, that wasn't allowed anymore. So then they created this thing that was called an appraisal management company, but the banks actually set them up. So like Wells Fargo has their own appraisal management company, and they only use that company. And that company only has a subset of several appraisers. So the bank says, okay, I've got to order the appraisal. They call the appraiser. He comes out to look at the property. So before he even shows up, he knows what the price is that you're going to pay, all the work that's going to be done on the property if that's what it has been agreed to. They know what kind of loan you're getting, how much down payment you have, everything. They know everything about the transaction. So they know what number you're trying to get to, and they're mostly trying to get to that number for you. Conventional loans are a little bit easier, and actually a new thing that's been happening recently is a drive-by appraisal, which they never used to be able to do. But it depends on the loan that you have, whether they're going to care more or less. What do I mean by that? So normally a conventional loan is just based on value. So is this house worth what you've agreed to pay for it? It's pretty much a yes or no question. The thing is, the secret that you don't know is that the appraiser knows exactly what price you have agreed to pay, if there's any repairs included in the contract, and what kind of loan you have, and what your down payment's going to be. They know everything. So based on what their knowledge is about what you're doing, they have to cater their appraisal to that. They use comparable properties around to come up with that value and send a report to the lender. And they have to back it up with data that proves that they agree with the price we've already put the contract in at. But if it's an FHA loan or a VA loan, those two specifically, or some other program, there's all kinds of loans like the Oregon bond, there's a mortgage credit certificate, there's several others. They're going to be more strict on what they're looking for because they care about the life and safety of you, the homeowner. So what does that mean? If I'm the FHA appraiser and I walk through your house, I'm going to look at the life of the roof and decide whether I think it's going to be okay for at least 3 to 5 years. I might call out handrails if they're not graspable, which means I can grasp them with my hand. I might call out doors that don't open or windows that don't close, or even a hatch to a crawl space. Really, the appraiser can call out anything that they think is important that should be fixed before the end, before you own the property. So you should know this, but there's nothing we can do about it because it just depends on the appraiser. You could have 10 appraisers come up to the same house and they'd all come up with a different list of things to do. So just know that your realtor is probably not going to anticipate any of those things because they're not sure what they're going to call out. But when it's called out, you'll just go back to the seller and have them fix that thing so that the appraiser will be a-okay with it. Appraisals are a big part of a real estate transaction, so it's great that you're staying well informed. If you have any other questions, comment below. And of course, we'll see you next time on the next Dear Claire. If you like this video, click the like button below, and of course subscribe to our channel so you get all the new weekly content. If you have a comment or question, comment below and I'll get to you as soon as I can. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for tuning in.